social media massacre took place during the EndSARS protest, LIA MUHAMAD said this. Minister of Information and Culture, LIA MUHAMAD, has said no massacre took place when soldiers opened fire at EndSARS protesters at the LIA toll gate on October 2020. Do you know that is the main reason why people don't really like LIA MUHAMAD? He believes in the government more than the people in the country. He believes in what the government says more than what the people in the country are saying. You saw people crying and suffering on that day, and people were shouting and running up and down. You saw fire, gunshots. Even if you were not there, you would have seen it on social media. And now he's saying it is social media massacre that happened on that day. Now, how did he believe what happened on that day? Is he believing the soldiers or the people that were there? Is he supposed to believe what the soldiers are saying to defend themselves, or is he supposed to believe the youths that were at the scene? Why was he not present there? Why did he jump to conclusion by saying that without proper investigation? This government is really something else. They are something else, and we don't know what it will lead them to. This is not fair. How many parents life do you want to destroy? But looking at this issue on the contrary, we can as well say that LIA MUHAMAD is correct to an extent, because there was no parents even on that same social media that requested for their children or for the child's corpse to be delivered. We can even say that LIA MUHAMAD is right, because if such a thing happened, actually, a parent would have come out to request for his or her sons or daughters' corpse. But nobody came out like that. Nobody requested for that. But looking at it on the other hand as well, we can say that even if the parents are shouting every day, will LIA MUHAMAD hear their voices? Will he have the opportunity? Will he be patient enough? Will he come down to where they are to see them crying, to see them requesting for their children's corpse? Even if they are shouting, how will he get to know? Even if they are in their rural areas and shouting and crying over their children's corpse, how will he get to know? How many people's voice will he listen to if he was patient enough? If he wants to investigate thoroughly, he would have gone to the parent looking for who child or children were involved in the massacre. Those parents, how many people have social media among them? How many of them? Lagos is a very large town, Lagos is a very large town, and people come from different places to reside in Lagos. Those that were killed might even be from the rural area, and in Lagos, you mingle with everybody. You mingle with the rich, you mingle with the poor. So something can't, as well bad must have happened. If something bad have happened, who would have, taken it up? So let's get to the bottom of what LIA MUHAMAD is saying and get to know whether he's saying the truth or not. The minister said it on Saturday, so November 7th, while leading a delegation to the Federal of the federal government to the southeast to meet with the leaders of the region. According to him, so-called massacre was mere fake news only propagated on social media meant to discredit the government. There was no massacre at the Lekki toll gate. The only massacre that took place during the EndSARS protest was the social media massacre. Fake news was used. They used social media to spread what did not happen, which led to reprisal, he said. LIA MUHAMAD further reiterated the federal government's stand. The social media must be regulated, stressing the federal government had warned about fake news as far back as 2017. We launched a national campaign against fake news because we foresaw this. Fake news kills more than any pandemic. There was a social media regulation, but social media regulation does not mean stifling the media. It does not mean shutting down social media. It means responsive use of social media. Fake news can shake the course of the world. Yes, fake news, we know. We know what fake news can do. We know how far fake news can spread, and we know what extent and it can, get to. When it comes to fake news, things can be destroyed within a twinkle of an eye, and that is why we must be careful with the type of news we spread about. We spread all around. We must be careful. That is what the message LIA MUHAMAD is trying to pass across. That is why the government wants to regulate the social media, but it does not mean, you stress it by saying that it does not mean shutting down the social media. It means responsive use of social media. I hope the general public will understand what social media, what the government means by social media regulation. And I think the government, on the other hand, will not, go to the extent of shutting social media down. They will not do that. I hope they will not do that. They will only regulate it and, make it very, very responsible. Let's say people's opinion whether LIA MUHAMAD is right to have said that the massacre that happened at Lekki toll gate was just a social media massacre and it wasn't real, a fake news. This one said, wow, your children and relatives will be the next victim. This old useless man is blindly arrogant, should be in the grave along. Wow. This one said, LIA MUHAMAD is fake news personified. I pity this generation, his generation. Well, everybody's still against LIA MUHAMAD. Another one is that True Talk, EndSARS massacre is a social media fake news, shameful. Wow, this one is supporting what LIA MUHAMAD said, that EndSARS massacre was a social media fake news. With this one is that my people should forget about this man. Don't take anything coming out of his mouth serious. He is not a man of integrity. He's not a man of integrity. Well, your children and your grandchildren will suffer the same social massacre. Wow. Do you know what this social massacre has turned the Lagos State to? Do you know the extent? This is the same anger that led to what happened at Fagba, at many places, many local government in Lagos State. Many people witnessed destruction. It led to the destruction of Tinubu's TVC News and many of his properties. Can we say it is the massacre that happened at Lekki Toll Gate that caused all this. Yes, we can say that. Look at what it has led the country, where it has led the country, and what it has cost us. Well, let's still know what you feel about this news story. Let me have your take. Thank you, and I will see you in the other news.